Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm here in Dubai. I used to live in Chile. Now I'm in the hot 42-degree weather Dubai. And I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's all good. I'm actually planning to go to New York. I'm leaving on the 23rd. And I will be staying a little time in New York and then heading over to Miami. So I'm gonna plan a little something. If you want to join me, if you want to meet up with me, I would really like that, right? Because I've got nobody in Dubai. So hey, in New York or in Miami that I'm gonna be meeting with. And so yeah, I would like to meet up with you guys. I haven't booked my hotel, but I will be doing so, and I'm gonna be mentioning the hotel that I'm gonna be staying at, and maybe you could come on down and say hi. I'll have some time. It's like an hour, so that a particular hour that you guys can meet me at the hotel, and we could have some chats and maybe plan some sort of outing or something like that. That would be cool. Like to check out New York, okay, and also Miami too. So alrighty. So with that said, we're gonna be talking about the news for today, right? We're gonna start off with our normal crypto bubbles, and go on to the news, and I got a lot to ramble about, so let's get to it. So just remember, anything I say is not financial advice, it's just trading entertainment, and please do your own research before putting any money in the market. Okay. Whew. Let's go. What's this? What's that? I'm told that this is some sort of video game asset where you could play games and you could actually turn it into a day job that makes more money than what you could do at a job. And this is why this thing is like gone thermal. So wow, congratulations on AXS. That's incredible. We're seeing a few coins here and there pop off. This is normal, right? We're turning the corner on basically on the bear market that we've had. Also, this is based on a monthly basis, so let's just take a look if we can extend that. Let's go to yearly, and everything's up on a yearly basis. Duh. Everything is still thousands of percent on a yearly basis. Wow, that's incredible. There is no red in this room except for like tiny little coins. Bitcoin SP. Oh, pobrecito. I'm not really sad for that, actually. All right, well, Wyckoff, man, say Wyckoff again. I dare you. Say Wyckoff again. Wyckoff accumulation again. I dare you. Double dare you. We're done. We talked about that, right, in today's episode, and we're continuing down in this bear trap that has unfolded. Okay. Wow. The lottery system on Ethereum. Who'd have thunk it? I mean, I should have thought of that, man. Satoshi Dice was very famous back in the day, and now this lottery system is doing very, very well. I should build one on one of the other smart contract assets that are out there and then promote it. So hey, if you want to do a collaboration, I'm interested on a lottery system collab. We'll build one together and share it out with people. FTX deal gives institutions new access to crypto markets. Well, every day we hear institutions accessing the crypto markets. So remember, at the end of all my shows, I say Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Well, I want you to comprehend something. All the institutions are already getting there. You should have gotten there before they did. And you should get there before they advertise on television, hey, you should buy it. And when they do, that's too late. That's when you should be selling. When you see these guys advertising on TV, run. Okay. You're like, okay, well, grayscale. I know some people say that, right? But that's not enough. When you see every single thing, like JP Morgan, Chase, sponsored by Chase, and it's crypto, Chase, blah, 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 whatever. Wells Fargo, whoever you want to name. If they start sponsoring that, you need to run. Run. It is game over. But right now, they're just gathering steam. They're just finding a way so that they can allow you to buy. The average, not you, but the average Joe to buy. Okay. Oh, well. Microsoft is using Bitcoin to help build a decentralized internet. Well, anything that Microsoft builds, right? It's a toss-up right now. They're has been company really, and who knows whether or not they can build something solid. They can do it. I'm not saying they can't. It's really difficult when you're so big to build something real and solid. Because if you take a look at their website, if you just try to do something simple as purchase their Microsoft Developer Network and go and use that, you'll see it's a freaking disaster. Right? Same with Azure, same with all their whole website, all the different tiers and interconnections, the password manager. It's just absolutely, not password manager, but their interconnection of passwords across the board is absolutely a disaster just on their own website. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's just ridiculous. Hopefully they get their act together and do something real. Well, Fargo tells its customers it's all personal line of credit stores. This is just the beginning. Most people think, well, wait a second. This reminds me of 2008 when they cut all the credit, and I'm like, yeah, but this time might be a little different from last time. If you plan your disaster relief or survival based on the last financial crisis, you might be in a little bit of a surprise when the next financial crisis. Because honestly, I think they're preparing for hyperinflation. They're just trying to go, okay, we need to cut all those people access to credit because we don't want them to buy assets that we're gonna buy with our printed money. So we need to cut them off. We don't want to have them print money and buy assets. That's what it really, in my personal opinion, that's what I see coming. And it's not these guys are going to start. It's not just the Wells Fargo who's going to do this. You can bet your bottom dollar that a lot of major banks are going to cut your credit lines. And if they haven't already, right, they probably haven't announced it. You'll see a lot of places just quietly just cutting your credit line because that's part of the agreement. This gets my goat. I mean, I want to go off. This Peter guy, right? For $5 billion Roth IRA moves Congress to consider changing investment accounts rules. Yeah, the gravitational constant is a problem, right? For Elon Musk and NASA. Can Congress vote to repeal the gravitational constant, please? Oh, what? You mean our atmosphere might dissipate and we'd all die? No, but we'll be able to get into spaceships. This is how these people think. I want you to understand that. This is how people think. And they don't care about the consequences of their actions. They would actually change the gravitational constant because it's inconvenient. Never mind the fact that it will do more harm than good. That's not important. It prevents people from making money. Oh my God. And you're like, no, Da Vinci, they're not like that. They wouldn't do that. Okay? What happened to Glass-Steagall? Meaning that banks couldn't invest in corporations and do all these derivatives things that allowed them to be incorporated with other businesses so that if one business fails, the bank fails, everything other fails, all the other banks fail, they all fail together. So if we had kept Glass-Steagall Act, 2008 wouldn't have happened. So then you're like, okay, well, that's just one example. Okay. What about Bank of New York Mellon, who was robbing your pension blindly, and then when they got caught, they were clearly going to go to jail. It was clear robbery, clear theft. But it just so happens that if they went to jail, they'd collapse the whole financial system, and we couldn't have that now, could we? So they just changed the rules to say, well, you can rob your pensions. It's okay. Slight rule change. If that's the way the world you want to live in, right? Go right ahead, but I'm going to hold my Bitcoins where the rules can't change, right? You're saying, well, this they can. Yes, they can. You're right. They can. Just like an asteroid can hit the planet. They can change, right? But the probability of people being able, coming together to agree to make a massive change like that is slim to none. Especially when it's a bunch of people together. So not seeing that happening. Okay, moving on. U.S. senators and their Bitcoin or crypto purchases, the game gets real. Okay, so it turns out, right, U.S. Senator Patrick Toomey has become the second official to publicly disclose the Bitcoin investment exposure. This comes only a few weeks after Kathy Loomis announces her position of actual Bitcoin. So the rats, like, they know what's going on. They're like leaving the ship, right? So yeah, you go find these rats start to add up really fast. Now, mind you, they're not all going to get into Bitcoin, of course. You can see where with Nancy Pelosi, she's got her own plan, right? Buying up a whole bunch of stocks, call options on stocks. That's her plan, right? More power to her, right? She knows what's going on. She knows the deal. She knows what's coming, right? We talked about it, right? What was coming with the Wells Fargo, right? We know what's coming next. Okay, this is another thing, right? Members of Argentina National Congress submit a bill to allow workers to receive salary in Bitcoin. Come here. I got an idea. How about you raise interest rates, right? You strengthen your currency and you keep paying them in Argentine pesos. Bold idea? Crazy? Yeah, no, you can't do that, right? You can't, right? Because, you got so many contracts, right, that will go bankrupt in the Argentina pesos. You can't have that happen. Can't allow that to happen now, can you? Especially when it's just a vote away to increase the printed money supply. Can't just let that happen. Can't just sit idly by and let people suffer. Because you didn't print more money. Wow. These people, man, they're just unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're complaining about people suffering, right? And so they want to do something by giving them Bitcoin. Yet they're creating the suffering in the first place. Wow. Just absolutely ironic. All right, to close off, I want to talk about, Binance US hires a firm regulator to admit compliance concerns. So just so you know, if you have money in your Binance US firm, right, it's different than if you have it in the Binance International. Why is that? Well, one, Binance US is completely regulated by the US government and the banking system. And so if you have money there and we go into hyperinflation, I've said this already. If we go into hyperinflation, they're going to convert your currency, your current cryptos, to dollars for your convenience, for your safety, for your protection. You're going to hold dollars for your nation to support your proud nation. That's what you're going to do. If you haven't, now, believe it or not, a few billionaires have actually called me up and asked me, hey, Dimitri, I saw that episode where you're talking about they're converting a currency. I'm thinking, you have people for that, right? Why do you want my opinion? Right? And I'm like, obviously it's Binance International, so who are they going to convert to? Which nation they're going to convert it to? And let's just say they got a court order from your nation, right, to convert everybody. Well, first off, there's a lot of accounts that don't go through KYC. So how are they going to know what nation they belong to? A little difficult. So yeah, Binance International is safe for your crypto, most likely. I can't say for sure. Can't say with absolute certainty. I could just say most likely that it's safe during the hyperinflation, and they ask to convert all the currencies over to all the cryptos and to your local currency. So who knows? But I know, I can see it, because that's why there's so much. Binance International is under so much attack, because they want them to come into the fold during this hyperinflation event, so that they can, get paid. Governments can get paid in crypto. All right, well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. It's getting a little late. I have to get on to the question and answer periods, and then I blathered on too long. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got some information. And remember, I've always said this: Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay. You need to get some. You need to be a part of it. Thank you for watching. Cheers.